We're against the slave trade. That is why I brought you here, to meet a living descendant of the abolitionists from here. One of many abolitionists from Africa. If you go to Senegal, there are abolitionists, African abolitionists in Senegal. In Ghana, there are African abolitionists. In Benin, there are African. Everywhere in Africa, we were not stupid. And they say Africans sold Africans. You need to understand the history and how that took place. Slavery is universal. It's as old as the human race. But what they came with was not what transpired here in Africa. Now, what they call slavery in Africa, under slavery, they were tribal wars. We see, when an ethnic group or a tribe fights another tribe, they were victims of war. Now, if I'm a slave, an enslaved person in your own house, in Africa, someone that is an enslaved person in your own house or in your village, I can eventually marry your daughter. Is that person a slave? Such a person can eventually become the head of that community. Is that slavery? So what they brought to Africa was not what we were practicing. We need to understand our history and celebrate our own heroes. We have abolitionists. If nobody is talking about them, we will talk about our own heroes. That is why you are here. So we continue to make more research. Let's discover. Because many years ago, I met someone, a Jamaican Canadian, who came. And we had a conversation. And the first thing he told me, he said, he doesn't like Africans. And I was like, but you are here? I said, well, that his neighbor in Canada, they are Nigerians. And they came for a wedding. And he's interested in seeing what a Nigerian wedding looks like. That's why he came. He said, African sold African. And I swear, and I was so excited that he met me. I didn't say it. After the celebration and everything, the people he invited them, they said, let's go to Badagry for a tour. When we go to the point of no, we've been around, we were here too. We went everywhere. When we go to the point of no return, he knelt down, he started crying. He said, that was what we were taught. They said, Africans sold their ancestors. I said, it's good you came. You need to make your own research. So the curriculum they have over there probably was done intentionally to bring that hatred between Africa diaspora and Africa. So we are not stupid, we are conscious of that too. And that is why you are here, you are from here. And I was telling yesterday, I said, we need to have a diaspora museum here that will be talking about Africa diaspora, because our children don't even know what the experiences are. When they see someone come from the US, they believe that you are coming with money. They believe that where you're coming from, there's gold on the streets. They don't know that there are homeless people over there. They don't know there are beggars over there. They need to know all this. So we need a museum to conscientize our children too. As they are growing up, they understand who Africa diaspora is, and they know that, look, they are originally taken from here. So when you see them, don't see them as an opportunity that you can extort money from them. We need to come together and devise our own means of integration. It is very, very, and we must do it consciously. You are welcome. So we go close to the cannon guns that was given to the family, because the Europeans incited other communities against the Wahoo. But the British gave them, the Queen gave them the cannon gun for them to protect themselves, because they were abolishing. So let's see the cannon gun. In fact, there's an inscription on the cannon gun that made mention of the family. Let's look there.
Bro, can you leave that place now? Okay.
So there's an inscription on the cannon gun. The name of the family. King Wild. So the inscription is for the family to protect themselves against the slave traders. To protect themselves against families, Africans, that the Europeans have inspired to fight, because the Europeans want the business to continue to go on here. So they see the family as a threat to their business. Now, nobody is talking about the Europeans that were here. They were the slave traders that have affiliations to different communities that were using Africans to get what they want. So it's a privilege for me today to still see Baba, because this is living testimony that they are African abolitionists. So we need to find out more families that were abolitionists, so that when we talk about abolitionists, before we talk about any other people, we first mention our own abolitionists. And I go we put our own in it, then we can put theirs later. And now, the reason for this is psychological, so that our children will understand. Unlike when you see abolitionists 1 to 100, you see people that don't look like you. It's a big psychological statement. But when you see people that look like you, so whatever story you read, you know that, okay,
you have to be sure that it's recorded.
You can decide on your own. Like when you see someone that don't look like you. So these two cannon guns were given to the family, and of course, you know how they use the cannon guns those times. There will be a thread here, and a gunpowder will already be in it, and the cannon ball will have been in it. So we'll talk more about the cannon gun when we get to some other places. But imagine, people who come to do business here, the European slave traders are the ones that also determine the price of materials, of items they buy here in Africa. For example, they want 5 human beings, they'll tell you they'll give you a bottle of gin. You are not the one who decide the price of whatever they are coming to take from here. We need to talk about all these things. Even when slavery was abolished on paper, there are evidences that it didn't really stop. What happened was that they want to be able to control the business. So they say they abolished it, and certain people were given rights to do it. They changed the name to slave or an enslaved person to what they call domestic servant. There are documents for this. So before you can transact such business, you have to go to them and they give you permits. Because that permit they are giving you, you still pay tax. So that they can control the business and make direct money from the business. We know about all these things. That is why we must tell our own story. Enough of them telling us our story. You're welcome. So there will be a good photograph. The delegates will be here with the Wawu of Banagwe. And some can be around it.
No, it's going to be far. It's going to be far. Let them come closer. Let them stand this way. Some will stand that way. Okay.
Some can stand on the other side of the canal.
That is one man.
Okay, it's like
yeah. Yeah, so people should just stand there. No, you can. No, you can just come this way. This way, yeah. Lẹ́yìn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yes. A máa mú báyìí náà ni. Ẹja súnmẹ́yìn ẹja súnmẹ́yìn ká lè kó àwọn tó wà níbí báyìí. Má bínú. Ó yẹ ẹjẹ súnmẹ́yìn. Please, can we move back? Camera, please. We are entering the You have to get us these people here. All right.
hello.
What are we looking at? But boy, you won't walk camera down.
Yeah, but actually.
But ẹja súnmẹ́yìn ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹja súnmẹ́yìn.
Have a shake. Bow. Shake. You want to shake it too? Okay, you didn't want to shake. My family does not say. So I don't shake well. Oh, wow. Thank you, sir.
Back, please. You and I just take it easy.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm from the land of the show. So,
Okay, thank you.
I'm not going.
Okay, sir.
Carry tripod. Tripod inside the motor.
Of course. Doing it very well then.
Welcome to Badagry. Hi. This is my Joe camera. This is camera. Hey.